Tonight on AfterBuzz TV SmackDown Live After Show, a women's title cage match and the return of King's Court, and not just a Royal Rumble talk, but Elimination Chamber talk. Stay tuned.
You're tuning into the destination for TV superfan discussion, AfterBuzz TV. And now, let the buzz begin.
This music always makes me happy. It's uplifting.
Always?
It is not the music of a luchadora.
Tonight made it seem otherwise, based on certain actions of a certain someone. And we're going to break it down live on AfterBuzzTV.com, the AfterBuzz TV YouTube page. Like, subscribe, iTunes, SoundCloud, all that stuff. 5 stars, don't forget that. Let's break down the show. Welcome, everybody. I am Christian Rosenberg. Twitter, @Rosenberg. Instagram, @Rosenberg. T-shirts like this pretty one, ProWrestlingTees.com/Christian Rosenberg. Whole gang is here this week. Over to my left, @Christy Reports. You can see her in the West Coast Wrestling Connection on Fight TV or on Xpac12360.
Yeah.
It's Christy Olson.
Hey, they let me open the show in Portland this past weekend.
Nice.
So, yeah, make sure you guys check that out.
Over on the other side, he's back. He took a week off. But he's fully recovered from whatever it was.
Yeah, too much rage.
@TomTheCom, it's Tom Connolly.
I'm here. All the way
That's it. That's all you needed. I'm here.
I zipped up the 101.
And @Scott Narver. And he is also... Is it next week that you're heading to Utah? Or the week after?
In a couple days, I'm heading to Utah.
In a couple days.
Yeah.
We've got to talk about that a little bit. It's Scott Narver.
Yeah, hey. Feeling good before I get on a plane again.
Yeah, you're traveling a lot lately.
Traveling a lot lately. I'm trying to catch up with this one over here.
Hey.
I thought you were trying to catch up with, like, Dale.
Yeah.
No.
Our
there's
buddy
no
the
catching
Walking
up with
Dale is... like, it's a where in the world is Dale Rutledge.
Yeah.
And by the way, in the booth, it's @Jimbo in the booth. It's Jimbo.
Hey.
Hi. All right. So, we have about a week and a half before the Rumble. We are building things up. And then we have this week's SmackDown where we're not only hyping up the Rumble, but apparently in 2 weeks we have the Elimination Chamber after that.
Yes.
2 weeks?
Like 2 weeks after the Rumble is the Elimination Chamber.
Wow.
That's fine, because that match is awesome.
Yeah.
Like
The match is great.
A pay-per-view around that's fine. You can add that, and that's okay. When it's just like it's payback. Like, all right, I need a breather.
I think the SmackDown pay-per-views have been so good that I'm like, hey, sure, fine. Give me one every week. Whatever.
We don't need
I'll
one
take
every
it.
week.
I'll watch it. I'll break it down right here at AfterBuzz TV.
Yeah, I mean, and we're going to be obviously talking about that as the weeks go on. And I do really I need to mention something right off the bat.
Uh-oh.
And it was very upsetting. I was very sad.
Well, not if you heard that music.
I mean, that music made me happy, but we stopped the music.
Oh, I see.
So I'm back to sad. And the reason is there was a lot of hype over the last week. I made a lot of hype towards it. Social media made a lot of hype towards it. SmackDown made a lot of hype towards it.
Hype Bros.
Not the hype bros, because Zach's still hurt. We were supposed to get a shopping spree tonight. And it was going to be the greatest Christian closet segment in history. There was no shopping segment on SmackDown tonight. In fact, Ellsworth tweeted out, like, right around when SmackDown went off the air, he said something along the lines of, had a great time hanging out with Carmella and shopping or something.
Oh, what was it? Something?
Was it in quotation
Hashtag
marks?
Carmel's worth.
No, I think hashtag is, oh, no one will know that they went shopping. Why did you cut it? Did you not want me to steal the show with my Christian's Closet recap?
Mm-hmm. That's right. It's all about you, Christian.
Isn't it? That's
Maybe he didn't have credit. Maybe he was like,
Maybe his car got declined?
He did say he had to pay off his cars the Monday. So maybe he just didn't pay him off yet.
Maybe.
So.
Oh, Carmella was expecting a sugar daddy.
Of course she is.
Or he thought she was going to go shopping for him.
And they got to the register with all their thousands of dollars in luxury designer goods, and nobody whipped out the black card.
But no, she said they were going to shopping. I think it was for her, not for him though. Like he was going to carry her bags.
Misunderstands a couple of things here and there.
Well, the chat roll is upset about it too.
Yeah, and as you should be, and I feel your pain, and I'm sorry. Thankfully, Jerry Lawler might have made up for it later in the show, which we will talk about when we get there.
I think you have a legit claim to say, hey, who booked this crap? Because they didn't book what you wanted.
Well, because they promoted it.
Maybe
That's
next
what
week.
I'm saying. Who booked this?
Well, they
Who booked
forgot.
the
They
rest of
forgot to
this?
book it. They booked it and then left the book at the library.
Right.
It's like they forget that SmackDown Live is live, and they can go past 9 p.m. or 8 p.m. or wherever the heck it is, wherever you
10 p.m.
wherever you are.
But why? But also maybe they shot it today and it's gonna air next week. You know what I mean?
Maybe.
Like I think that's maybe what they did.
Fingers are crossed.
Hey, maybe
There's a lot going on tonight. So.
Maybe Emma was there, and so that is also going to debut at the same time. We just have to wait several months.
Maybe they wanted you to follow on Tout so you could see their shopping.
I do.
Or Facebook Live.
No, Tout. No, the Facebook Live is actually a thing. So I think Tout's the right answer.
Tout was a thing.
Was it though?
It was huge.
Was it?
It's like the
about
XFL
2
of
minutes.
social media.
Yeah, that's why I still use it.
Wow, that's a brilliant analogy right
Still
there.
use it.
Well done, Jimbo.
They will be announcing the opening of a Tout Hall of Fame next week.
So Shane McMahon, our esteemed commissioner, starts off SmackDown talking about the Rumble, and like we were just saying, announced that there will be an Elimination Chamber match for the WWE Championship. So whoever wins that is going to be in the main event of WrestleMania against maybe the Royal Rumble winner. We'll see. He is interrupted by AJ Styles. AJ is not happy that he suddenly has to defend his title in Elimination Chamber. And Shane is being nice to him. He's giving him lots of compliments, talking about what he's done in his... AJ has not officially completed a year in the WWE yet. He's still about a week away from that. You want to talk about one of the greatest first years in the WWE ever. I mean, AJ is certainly up there.
Yeah.
But AJ says he's going to leave, take the WWE title back to Japan. I liked it when he said that.
That'd be awesome.
I knew you would.
Out comes Cena, but AJ won't let him speak, which the crowd seemed to like tonight. They were really behind AJ tonight.
Oh, they loved him.
They loved him tonight. Well, it's Memphis, so I mean, he
Back in the Asylum days,
yeah, exactly.
you know.
The Miz then comes out, and him and AJ, they go back and forth, and both really gave good shots at each other in these promos. And Cena's gonna be like, "Oh snap! Did you hear what he just said? You gonna take that?
An
You gonna do that?"
instigator.
Yeah, and he was like running and hiding, and it's like, what the hell is this?
He was stirring the pot like a real housewife, dude. Like a true reality TV star that he is.
He is on several reality shows, so
I thought it was super funny him doing that.
it was funny, but it was just like, this isn't like him at all.
Why not?
Well,
Let
no,
them
I'm-
fight it out.
Yeah.
No, I'm saying it's not like him. I'm not saying I didn't enjoy it.
Oh, I think it's like him. That's the doctor of thugonomics, that guy. You know?
He needs JJ softened up for the Rumble, so. let
So
the
who
Miz
better to
take care
solve
of
him up than the Miz?
Yeah, he hasn't beat him yet.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, still.
So Shane announced that Miz versus AJ is going to happen right now. But before that match starts, Shane is backstage with Dean Ambrose. Ambrose wants a new Intercontinental title because it smells of cocoa butter. And as soon as he said that, my heart almost sank. I'm like, don't change the Intercontinental title. Please don't change. But Shane's like, no, we can't change the title. I'm like, phew.
No, they can
can't be
change the
blue?
Raw title.
Huh?
It can't be blue,
True. They can make a blue strap.
right? I mean, I don't want them to, but I mean, if they're gonna do something,
I mean, to be fair, Dean Ambrose was just asking for a new title. He wasn't asking for a new design to the title.
That's
correct?
true.
That's true. But Ambrose wants a favor, and Shane thinks, oh, you want Bray? And Ambrose's like, no, I want Orton tonight. And Shane's like, okay, you got it.
That was easy.
Yeah, it wasn't really no begging or arguing to get a match. He was like, can I wrestle Randy Orton? Sure. Why not?
He shouldn't have stopped there. He should have asked for more stuff.
Yeah, he's like, while I'm at it, can I have a raise? So then we get Miz versus AJ. Oh, actually, I don't want to jump into this match yet because we're talking about Shane McMahon. And this week's Believe That has something to do with our esteemed commissioner. So with that, Tom, I know you missed a week, so you might not remember how this goes.
You guys have to fill me in.
But you got to grab your imaginary helmet and goggles and gloves.
Gotcha. I'll hide under the table.
And duck and cover. It's time for Believe That.
Woo!
Christy, what's this news about Shane that you have this week?
Oh, it's news.
Well, boys.
What's quote unquote news?
I've brought you over to the dark dirt sheet side.
You fake news. You
I
fake
love
news.
it.
It's not real.
Well,
said news.
boys,
I hate it.
It is for you to decide if you believe this. That Shane McMahon will definitely have a match at WrestleMania against a SmackDown superstar, and they're gearing towards that superstar being AJ Styles. Very likely to be AJ Styles. So, Shane McMahon definitely having a match at Mania, likely against one AJ Styles. What do you think? Do you believe that?
I'm
judgment from the booth.
I'm 1,000% behind what Jimbo just did there.
Seriously?
Oh, please, God, don't do
Okay.
this. Jimbo, you start this one.
I feel like it'd be a waste of AJ, but on the other hand, Shane always has crazy matches that you would think would be terrible, like the Kurt Angle match.
Yeah.
Or, I don't know. But on paper, it sounds awful, but who knows? That's where I stand.
I'm sure that match would be very fun because Shane can pull it out in those types of matches. However, the year that we were just talking a minute ago, the year that AJ Styles has had, you have to have him in one of like the top 2 matches at WrestleMania, and wrestling Shane will not be one of those matches.
Really? Even after what Shane did at the last Mania? I'm surprised
Shane should be wrestling Lesnar at Mania
Okay.
to keep that story going.
Yeah, I don't want to see that either.
I'm not saying that's going to be great, but I'm saying that one makes more sense than Shane and AJ.
So
I'm
wanting
saying
it aside, you don't even believe it?
I don't believe it.
All right.
Want to go first?
I'll go first. Yeah, you're out of your gourd, man. I agree with this 1,001%. Like, this would be amazing. I tweeted earlier today, like, if AJ doesn't retain the WWE Championship, I want to see the AJ Styles and Shane McMahon in a jumping off stuff match.
Yes!
Like, the match that those two, Shane always does the most incredible things, as Jimbo had mentioned. Kurt Angle, all the feuds that he's had against Test, against Big Show, he does these incredible things and always has something to prove. AJ as well. The things that they would pull out and do in a match would be stellar. And I love AJ to death. I love Shane McMahon. But WrestleMania, with all the names that we have going on right now, with Cena, with Goldberg, with Lesnar, with Undertaker, he's not going to be in one of the top 2 matches. Like, it's just probably not going to be the case. WrestleMania is just going to be overly stacked. And so why not just have the featured match of 2 guys that are going to go ape shit on each other? Like, just do it. I believe it.
That's your one swear word for this show, Scott.
I rarely swear on this
You
show.
never swear. Actually, you've done it the least out of anybody.
I did it once. Gabby inspires me when Gabby was here. She swore all the time.
I'm like torn because I agree with what Christian said, but then Scott kind of swayed me
convinced you.
because I would want to see that. I just don't know if I would want to see it at WrestleMania. But
exactly.
You know, like,
But do you believe that WWE would book that match?
I mean, I don't. If AJ beats Cena, I feel like he has to go. If you're gonna let him beat Cena at Royal Rumble, then you have to take him all the way as champion to WrestleMania. You can't have him lose in an elimination chamber to a random person, like in some kind of weird way. I mean, I don't know. I would rather, if he doesn't, I'd rather him lose, if beat Cena at Mania, and Cena finds a way to get into the match at WrestleMania, and him and AJ at WrestleMania again. I'd rather see that. And then if Cena's gonna win the 16, make him. Come on, if you're gonna do it at WrestleMania.
And
you know?
I do want to say one thing, Scott. When you were breaking down all the crazy matches that Shane's done and all the crazy things that he has done and has been super entertaining, you didn't even mention last year's match with Undertaker. Why?
That had been mentioned.
No, you
Christy mentioned it.
Did you mention it?
Yeah, she did. Yes,
even after what happened last year with Undertaker.
Yeah, yeah. See?
Oh, you said that in when you broke down the story. I was talking about like when you said when did stuff with Big Show and Kurt Angle and Test. But to me, you didn't mention the Undertaker thing because to me, other than that one crazy spot, that match was to me very slow.
Oh, I loved it.
It was fun.
I loved it. I loved that match.
Oh, I did not honestly
Kurt Angle
enjoy
one is
that
the best,
match.
though.
The Angle one,
that is the
I agree.
best
I
match
completely
he's put
agree.
on.
And against Vince. Like Vince is not
That was a very fun match too. Yes, it was.
Vince is not going to wrestle at WrestleMania anymore. He may be a featured attraction in
What do you
some
mean?
way.
Why not?
I mean, he'll probably try.
You guys do realize he's number 30 in the Rumble,
Another
right?
tour quad? Come on. He's fine. The guy's going to jump off the Hell in a Cell this year.
But WrestleMania is synonymous with having a McMahon there. And if Stephanie's not going to do anything, and Triple H will probably do something, he's a pseudo McMahon at this point. It's great to have a McMahon at Mania because they're the bosses. So have the boss fight against the other people. You know?
Yeah.
That's right.
But they
Good
did
for business.
feel like they were kind of teasing something with Sasha and Stephanie on Raw a couple weeks ago. Which I don't know. Who knows?
No, we'll have to wait and see with that. And again, not all of this necessarily has to be at WrestleMania.
Payback.
Roadblock.
Middle of the middle.
So now the match, Miz versus AJ. We took some time on that one.
Yes, thank you for playing for us.
It was a great one.
Yeah,
that was good.
Miz versus AJ. Cena's on commentary.
So wait, what's the vote? I'm a no.
I was a
Scott's
no.
Yes. Rosenberg's a no. Tom's a maybe.
I say no. I say
you're a
no.
no?
Yeah.
Scott, you're alone.
Christy, where do you stand on
being
this?
right.
I believe it. Yeah. And even if I didn't, Scott would have convinced me. But I already believed it. Because that's what I do.
Cena on commentary spends the first few minutes of this match plugging Surf's Up 2 and talking about how Michael Cole deserves an Academy Award for his voiceover performance. I'll just leave it at that.
We all agree, I guess.
100%. Yes.
Oh, you guys have all seen the movie?
Oh,
Yeah.
3 times.
I want to, actually.
For a second,
do.
I thought of Surf Ninjas, and I was like, I don't remember Michael Cole and Surf Ninjas.
He was the Rob Schneider character.
It's the only way you're going to see Paige anytime soon in that movie.
Oh.
She was in Surf Ninjas too.
She was Leslie Nielsen.
AJ tried to throw Miz into Cena, but Cena stopped him and then threw Miz into the barricade. Ref then calls a DQ, so technically, if they did what they should have done, Miz won this match. But I think the ref just threw it out. Because then Cena tried to chase down AJ. AJ escapes. Miz attacks Cena from behind. AA. Then AJ tries to attack him with a phenomenal forearm. Cena gets out of the way. AA on AJ. Say that 5 times fast. And Cena is standing tall.
Well, it should be mentioned, amongst all this, we got what we've been talking about on this panel for a while, is we've got Miz contending for an Elimination Chamber spot to be in the main event, competing for the WWE Championship.
Yes.
So it is time. He has removed himself now from the IC title picture, and he is heading to the main event.
No, but did he say he's going to be both?
He wants to be both because he said he
Right.
still has his rematch. He'll still have his rematch against Ambrose, which he'll probably lose, and then solely focus on it.
Right.
But no, you're right. They're going in the right direction. Hey, now you just had a match with AJ. You're probably next week going to have a match with Cena based on what we had tonight. Mm-hmm. So, hey, good.
It's great. It's been a great story progression of that.
Yes.
Holy moly.
What's holy moly?
Chiral's just going nutsy faking. I like it.
Going what? Nutsy what?
Nutsy faking.
Nutsy faking.
Yeah.
Hashtag nutsy faking.
That's what we say in Middle America.
Okay.
What does that mean?
Yeah, I don't know.
It's crazy. They're going crazy.
Okay.
Doesn't it sound like people are going crazy?
It
Nutsy
does.
faking.
Yes.
I thought it was like an indie submission move. I thought Jimbo was going to be like, oh yeah, there's this guy at PWG. He uses the nutsy faking.
I believe that's Rosenberg's next T-shirt.
There,
Yes.
there it is. Someone make it now. It will be on
I don't believe
ProWrestlingTees.com in a week.
because they're nutsy faking.
That might be a little too wordy for one shirt. But no.
Oh, you can go front and back.
Okay. Nikki Bella comes out of the ring. Tonight we're gonna finish what we started, Natalia. So get out here, because you're the best there is, the best there was, and the best there ever will be at stabbing people in the back. Oh, boom!
Yeah.
Oh, snap!
Stay fearless. Just seemed like the right moment.
No, she didn't.
Natalya is not coming down the ramp, but we see Natalya in the crowd. And Natalya's just like, yeah, I'm not going to go down there. But what you should do is watch what happens on the monitor. And as Natalya walks away, instead of watching what's on the monitor, Nikki just flat out leaves the ring and starts trying to find Natalya, who we find out is at a merch table in the arena. And she's like, oh, how convenient. Nikki's merchandise is up in the middle of it next to Cena's. Where's mine? Where's my merch? She started ripping stuff down. And then Nikki got up there and they started brawling around. Security separated them. And just, kept going with this sheer violence.
They shattered a table.
Yeah.
They did. And it wasn't even really like a slam through. Like, the table was there. She tackled her, and them just falling into it shattered it.
Oh, I didn't see it that way.
Well, no, she wasn't slammed into it. Because she didn't lift her up. She just tackled her, and the way they both fell in, the table just couldn't hold it.
There's a lot of merch on that table, too.
Yeah.
There may be some title belts.
A lot of shirts.
Lots of shirts.
It was the leftover shirts, so they were all like 5XL.
Yeah.
I hope they were all like given away for free or something.
I loved the brawl.
And her calling out her ex-uncle.
Yes, that was cool.
And that you're gonna die alone. Like, this was a night of harsh words. Like, this was a dark SmackDown. I love it.
My one thing though, I didn't want to tell you going. We've heard the "Where's my merch" shtick from so many wrestlers over the years.
Name 12.
It's been a
Reminds me
while.
when R-Truth was
R-Truth.
aggravated, and he's like, Zack Ryder got a T-shirt.
Hey, didn't he have like a Spiders T-shirt? If not, he should have.
He had a little Jimmy shirt eventually.
Yeah, Little Jimmy had a shirt that sold more than R-Truth's. I mean, it
was just a blank shirt.
Hold on a second.
What?
That makes me think. So who gets the royalties for that? Do you think they're like, sorry, Little Jimmy is a character we created?
Oh my
So
God, that's a great
technically,
question.
That's not you.
Yes. Thank you. And I've also wondered, like, when guys are in a faction and they come and go from the
They
faction,
split it.
who gets the money? Do
I think,
they?
well, according to what Roman Reigns said, I think they split that Shield money.
So are they still paying out royalty checks to Imposter Sting
Yeah.
Probably.
for NWO or like LWO?
Yeah, seriously.
Where did
I
the
wanna
line
know.
El
land?
Dandy's still making money from the LWO.
Super Porky.
I wish there was a Super Porky shirt.
But no, I mean, I'm definitely ready for like a no holds barred match between the two, and I think it's going to be great. To me, over the last few weeks, this was their weakest segment. I loved last week. I loved the previous week. I wasn't crazy about the talking and just the whining about the merch part. Loved the brawl, but I didn't like the part before it.
But why doesn't she have merch though?
She should have
She
merch.
should. Like, I mean,
no, you're absolutely. She should have merch.
She's been there for how longer
She
than
does.
Nikki.
I mean, she does have merch. It just wasn't out at the table.
Yeah, but I don't
She
know.
has
I
shirts
can
and
tell
stuff.
you what a shirt from Natalia looks like.
It's black and hot pink. Duh.
That looks like a Bret Hart shirt to me.
there is a heart on it at some point. But no, I thought that this had like a lot of emotion. And they
Yeah.
told the story of Nikki running after her. I mean, come on. Anytime two ladies go through a table, good television.
Yeah, this is a solid feud, and there was really cool stuff tonight. I liked it. I liked Natalya cutting throats and, just getting mad at the merch people. I thought it was good stuff.
I was trying to decide if that was a real merch guy or if it was like a planted, local enhancement person who was there to play a role.
I thought it was super funny with the entire crowd being there who couldn't buy merch, and then two like generic white guys like, "Oh, I'm currently buying merch." Yes,
I was totally gonna go for the Nikki Bella shirt.
Because I normally go in the middle of the show to buy merchandise.
They're like, Nikki's in the ring. We're gonna get merch. Oh, great! Now she's right up here. Awesome.
Alexa Bliss backstage, just pretty much saying, a fight in that cage will finally prove that Becky is no match for me. Then let's do it.
Oh, there's somebody.
ready.
Ashley Sanders in the room said, at Royal Rumble, Natty and Nikki in a last women standing match.
Oh, that's what she wants.
Yeah,
I'm down with
I'm
that.
down with that.
Yeah, I
that
like
would
that
work.
idea, Ashley.
And then we had the announcement on Raw, but now we can talk about it on SmackDown when they brought it up. The first inductee of the 2017 WWE Hall of Fame It's damn true, and it's finally happening. Kurt Angle.
I think it's real.
Yes.
It's real.
No. The line is it's true.
It's real. It's damn real.
No, it's true. It's damn true.
I think for longer it's been real. Damn real.
I think just because it's happening in Orlando, you think that?
Yeah, that's where it's real.
Well, Kurt Angle is in, and he's our headliner this year for the Hall of Fame, and that's awesome.
Finally. I'm very excited. Finally, The Rock is coming back too.
Now, are you happy about this? Do you want him in the Hall of Fame, or do you want him?
I want him wrestling. Yeah, I was gonna say this to you guys. Who has been in the Hall of Fame and then wrestled after? Anybody?
Flair.
Maybe. Okay.
Oh no. Well, he was inducted the night before his last match.
And that was it, right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I don't want him to go
Well, you
in
have
and then
guys
not
like
wrestle.
after for the
Piper
same
and
company,
Steamboat.
or
Yeah, I guess.
I mean,
yeah.
they've done like special one-offs.
Wait, what did you say, Jimbo?
like wrestled like in WWE still after they've been in a Hall of
Yeah.
Fame?
Like I was trying to think of who. I feel like Flair is one of like.
Foley?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I mean, not for WWE, but
No, yeah.
He wrestled that night during his induction speech.
Yeah, he wrestled.
Yeah, he
CM Punk.
beat CM Punk.
No, he finally beat
Jericho.
Jericho.
Yeah.
I was wondering that because to me this means that Angle will not wrestle in WWE,
I don't
being
want that.
inducted. I know that's not the popular choice, and we've seen because he's still wrestling all around the world. The guy can still go.
Yeah.
I just don't know with all his neck issues and things like that WWE would like their medics would clear him to do it. Like if Daniel Bryan left WWE, thousands of places would let him wrestle,
Yeah.
but WWE won't.
He'll get cleared.
I think he would. Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I think he is kind of going to be in the Rumble. I think they're trying to downplay it because I saw an interview. He was like, "Oh, it's just the Hall of Fame. We're going to concentrate on that first and see where it goes from there." I think he's saying that to throw it off to where like we're not going to, expect him in the Rumble. Then he's going to show up.
See, I would think I never want guys to come back in the Rumble and just basically lose in a couple of minutes to get thrown out. I think the story will be told where it'll just be Hall of Fame. Then obviously all the fans are going to yell one more match, and that's where the story starts of him maybe having at least one more match.
Yeah.
That they wait for that time.
I think. Oh, go ahead.
I don't think he's going to do it. I don't think he has any desire to. He was on Lillian Garcia's show right here on AfterBuzz TV on Monday, just a couple hours before it broke, and he just sounds like he genuinely doesn't have interest. And he said, "I'm fine not being Kurt Angle, the wrestler, anymore." I think he just doesn't need to. And now he's getting in the Hall of Fame. I mean, why? Why risk it?
So he's calling them all
He's
chumps.
awesome.
Basically.
Calling them all chumps.
And I think it would be an awesome moment to have John Cena talking smack in the ring, saying, nobody can beat me, and then Angle comes out, and they basically do the whole thing
The
of
whole
him
reverse.
and him, being like, "Who the hell are you?" Like, and be like, "I'm Kurt Angle." Like, I think that'd be so fun to watch that, to have that highlight later.
I'd much rather if it was Braden Walker, just so he could say, "And I'm here to knock your block off."
That'd be amazing.
The Braden Walker reference. Oh, so good. Yeah, so we'll see who the other inductees will be over the next month or two.
DDP and Rick Rude.
A lot of rumors. They haven't been official, but I'd be super happy with both of them.
I'd call them leaks more than rumors.
Beth Phoenix.
They've got more weight than rumors.
Beth Phoenix. I didn't even
Beth
mention
Phoenix
that.
I saw
is
that
just
today.
a rumor at this
I saw
point.
that today. But
Yeah.
Dean
I saw
Ambrose.
that today in the news, not fake news, real news.
Dean Ambrose versus Randy Orton. Good match. This was like your classic Orton style match. It was very slow, but still you were grabbed. Like you wanted to see what was going to happen.
Who grabbed you?
Well, Orton and Ambrose.
Oh no.
Sexy.
No, not in a sexy way at all. I mean, maybe for you.
Wishful thinking.
Yeah. But the important thing is talking about what happened at the end of this match. Harper takes a suicide dive from Ambrose. Pretty much kind of sacrificed himself so Orton didn't get hit. Harper then gets into the ring as Orton regained control, getting ready for the RKO because he wants a piece of Ambrose for hitting him with a suicide dive. This distracts the ref. This distracts Orton. This distracts Bray. Ambrose then rolls up Orton and pins him. When was the last time Orton has lost this many matches?
That's what happens when you join the Wyatt family.
Yeah.
Apparently.
Eater of pins, so.
Calm down, please.
You're so angry,
I
Tom.
didn't make that up. I saw it online.
You should have completely stole it. We would have believed you.
Yeah, dude.
I'm not stealing stuff.
Is that what Luke Harper said about him on Twitter?
Yes, yeah.
So after the match, Harper and Orton start getting at it again. Bray is starting to, try to separate them. And then at this point, Bray punches Harper. A little bit of retribution from last week. Orton then cracks a little bit of a smirk. But when they both turn around and look at him, the smirk's gone.
Well, he smirked for a reason. Because the entire crowd was chanting RKO.
Oh, see, I thought he was smirking because his plan has finally come to fruition.
That was my understanding as well.
See, that whole crowd was chanting RKO like crazy, and that's where maybe, and then he hit it. But yeah, they were chanting for that like crazy, and I was hoping that Luke Harper was going to hit that RKO on Randy Orton. That would be rad.
I mean, him suddenly out of nowhere deliver it. But then Harper is the one who walks out on his own. Last week was Bray. This week was Harper. Does that mean next week's Randy?
Well, that's addressed a little later in the show.
It is.
This was awesome too. This was great again. This was
fun.
This was fun. Complaining about merch, no fun.
Trying to make money, no fun.
Aren't you always complaining about your merch?
I'm not complaining. I'm just telling people to go buy it.
Right. Saying like, hey, get my merch. Get my merch.
I'm not saying where's my merch. My merch is at prowrestlingtees.com/Christian Rosenberg.
Someone might come in here and tackle you.
Yeah. I'm wearing one of the shirts, so
right
they
through
might.
this table.
Ooh, that would be interesting.
Becky Lynch backstage saying she never ran from a fight, but tonight we'll find out who Alexa Bliss truly is and see how she fights in a cage. Simple. Sweet little promo. The King's Court. This, in all honesty, was my favorite part of SmackDown tonight. I loved every second of this. And this is the time of the show where we can hit my music.
Here we go.
Because Jerry the King Lawler and his home turf of Memphis, Tennessee turned the clock back to 1993. Wore the crown, the robe, and the pants. No singlet. Just the pants.
Oh, full nipple slit.
And no shirt. He did it proud, and he rocked it. Because I'm like half his age, and I probably wouldn't do that.
His girlfriend's still younger than you.
Yeah, she is. And more reason why I love Jerry the King Lawler.
And she'll always be younger than you. Whoever she is.
Whoever she is.
I think the next one was just born.
Oh my God. Did you steal that one off Twitter too?
No, I just saw that was up.
Hey! So, Lawler's guest is Dolph Ziggler. And Jerry talks about that goodness that has faded almost as much as the bleach in your hair. And Ziggler's not replying. He's not speaking still. Lawler thinks that Ziggler thinks his change in attitude will help him win matches. But it's not. And Ziggler starts trying to walk away, but then Dolph turns around and he's like, yeah, you know what? There's something I want to show you. And he brought up a clip from 2012 when he faced Lawler in a tag match on Raw, where less than a half hour later is when Jerry infamously had a heart attack live on television. First of all, I can't believe that was 4 years already.
Wow.
I can't believe they went there.
Yeah, and the fact that they brought it up, and Ziggler bragging that he's the one who gave Lawler a heart attack. And during it, Ziggler, his whole demeanor was different than we've ever seen it. He's slowly talking like this, just a little more cynical. And I was more drawn to it than his normal intense, high energy,
Do that one.
emotional. When he wants to talk like this and go out there and steal the show every damn night.
It was good.
Thank you. But instead tonight he was going. But instead he was talking like this. Not quite like that, but you get my drift. Ziggler then says if you don't stop asking these stupid questions, he's going to finish what he started 4 years ago. Lawler then asked him, how does it feel knowing that no matter how many times you change your attitude, you'll always be a loser? And Ziggler, super kicked Lawler in the chest.
In the heart.
Yeah. In the heart.
Which then caused JBL to jump out of his seat.
Almost give himself a heart attack.
Do a 450 splash on the floor.
Over the 47 commentators at the table.
And run into the ring to check on Lawler.
Hell to the knob.
That was actually an actual soundbite from JBL.
Yeah.
And Lawler's back on his feet, yelling for Ziggler to come back to the ring, and Ziggler walks off. I don't know where this is going to lead as far as any type of feud with Ziggler, but the transition is complete.
Is it?
I don't think it's complete yet.
You don't think it's complete yet?
No way.
What about the outfit? Does he need a new outfit?
I don't know if he would, actually.
You say that all the time. You complained about that with Natalya Neidhart.
What about his hair?
But because I mean, he could cut the hair, but he's been starting to wear black pants.
He's been doing that for a while.
Right. And so, I mean, if you're a heel, you generally wear darker colors.
As long as he's
does
going to
wear
push that
Natalya's
t-shirt
colors.
that he has.
Yeah, he does. He would have, and that t-shirt just came out.
Yeah.
So he would have to get a darker colored t-shirt. But maybe cut the hair. Maybe it's time for Ziggler to cut the hair.
That'd be, yeah.
He tried it for like 2 weeks at one time with Vicky. That didn't work so well.
It does seem like he's been growing it out, like it's longer than it's ever been.
Yes.
He's kind of leaving it very natural, so maybe he's trying to donate it to Locks of Love or something. Maybe he does plan on cutting it. You may be onto something here, boys.
Maybe
That's what Daniel Bryan did.
Maybe he planted this in his head from a year ago. I'm going to grow my hair out, turn heel, and then donate my hair.
And
I'm going to
thus
turn
making
heel
myself
and
babyface.
go right back to babyface.
So kid's like, oh, great, that bad guy's hair. I don't want this.
From there, we have Bray Wyatt pops on the Tron. He announces that all 3 Wyatts are in the Rumble. And also, a family divided is no family at all. So next week, Randy will go one-on-one with Luke Harper. And afterwards, the Wyatts will stand stronger than ever.
Good. I'm glad.
Don't really see how that's going to make that happen, but okay.
I think it'd be cool if they
listen
did.
to Bray.
Right? Wouldn't it be better if they... I would rather them stay together for a while.
It would be a really cool swerve if, like, they had the match. It was a legit, clean, like, 15-minute match. And then at the end, like, all right, we're cool.
Like shook hands and walked away together.
Yeah, that would like, no one would expect that to actually happen.
Yeah.
So that would be cool if it did.
I mean, I was saying it last week. I think that it doesn't have to blow up. Like, it can make them stronger and keep them as a united force. Why not?
That's what I'd like that. I'd rather have it keep going that way. Like, are we going to lead to a match at Mania between Bray and Orton?
That's what I think.
But I don't know. I'd rather see them, do something different than that.
Well, they might. Yeah. I mean, who knows? Maybe it's a triple threat.
Let's have the new Wyatt family versus the new Shield.
Right.
Versus the New Day.
No, the new Shield. Roman Reigns, Seth Rollins, and Sami Zayn.
Spoiler alert if you haven't.
You guys don't like that idea?
No, I do. I think it's great.
A triple threat 9-man tag match? Main event. That's right. It was the main event, as it should have been. Thank you. Women's title match in a steel cage. Becky Lynch versus Alexa Bliss.
Yeah.
Mauro Ranallo compared Alexa Bliss to Cruella de Vil. And I laughed hysterically.
That'll be your next cosplay.
Oh, God. You're right.
His pop culture references make me feel like I'm not the only person in the world who watches, like, Real Housewives and SmackDown. You know?
No, you're the only one.
No, I think our chat roll would disagree.
Yeah, no, you're the only one. You're the only one. We had a super Bexploder off the top rope. Second rope or top rope?
I think it's second rope.
Looked great. This was the type of match because I already got some people tweeting me about it, and they were talking about, they expected more use of the cage in this match. And I could have seen a little more, but this wasn't going to be some intense, crazy cage match spot bleeding or anything like that.
Why not? It should have been.
Because if
the match deserves enough intensity to be put into a steel cage match, then that's the kind of match you should have.
I think it still had enough intensity. We could have got a little more, but I don't think they had to go much further than what they did. I thought overall, like, maybe if they wanted to try to do some spot involving jumping off at least part of the cage, not all the way to the top of the cage per se, they could have done that. But, well, actually, I think Becky did do that.
Because it was a very spotty match. Like, I'm concerned if you guys saw them telling a story here, because I thought it was just sort of like, okay, now we're going to do the thing where we did this that we practiced, and then we got to get over here and do this other thing that we practiced. It just seemed very, like, I was like, what are we supposed to be getting from this?
Like, what's the story they're telling?
Yeah.
I was surprised there wasn't, this was a cage match where there wasn't a point where, Alexa's working on the arm, or
exactly.
She took out the knee. It's going to be hard for Becky to climb the cage. That was not there, and that might have helped with what you're saying as far as a little more storytelling or like a little more psychology of the physical match itself.
Well, yeah, because there were even times where it seemed like Becky clearly could have gotten out, and she brought herself back down, or it was very clear that she was letting Alexa pull her, or literally just she like jumped down off the cage at one point when she could have just gotten up and kept going over. It was like, you got to make me believe that you're trying to win the match.
And Andrew Bardalis in the chat row brought up a good point. There was a very awkward commercial break during this match, so maybe that might have knocked it off a little bit, because then of course we lost some of the match. However, the match ends with Becky trying to get out the door. La Luchadora appears, prevents her from exiting. But then Becky continues to fight, locks on the disarmer on Alexa Bliss. La Luchadora comes into the ring and does a very familiar spinning heel kick, which then knocks Becky pretty much out. Alexa picks her up, DDTs her, pins her. Alexa Bliss retains. After the match,
it was Alberto Del Rio, that famous spinning kick to the face.
Yes. Yep. And then that's it. That's the show. Alexa and La Luchadora continue to beat down Becky. Becky starts fighting back. In the brawl, the mask is removed, and we discover that La Luchadora is Mickie James, which we've been kind of saying for about a month now.
Amongst other names.
We said Eva Marie, right?
Wait, why?
We didn't have, no, Daniel Bryan said Eva Marie last week.
Right.
Oh, did he? Okay.
Well, you mentioned Deonna Purrazzo.
Well, it was Deonna Purrazzo for a while.
I said
we know
blue
that
pants.
for sure.
You did say blue pants.
She was wearing blue pants?
And she was. And maybe Mickie James is blue pants.
Oh, I've never seen them in the same place at the same time.
There you go. One of them was wearing a mask. Just don't know which one.
Or is it James Ellsworth? Mickie James Ellsworth?
Blue pants. Yeah. So Mickie James and Alexa Bliss stand tall. Alexa holding the title. Mickie holding Alexa's hand as SmackDown goes off the air.
Do you like that she used the DDT? Alexa?
I mean, well, I like her. I prefer her cartwheel off the top rope as the finisher.
Twisted Bliss,
yeah. But her DDT is vicious. So, and I like that they're emphasizing how powerful that DDT is. That she's able to pin people with it. So I got no problem with it. And I also do like that Mickie James, she's not going for the title. She's almost there kind of like taking Alexa under her wing. And so she's already kind of taking the role of grooming some of the women. So she's not going after Alexa's title. Now she's going to feud with Becky. Right, but right now obviously she's going to feud with Becky, and that's going to be awesome.
Yeah, SmackDown women's division just got really, really good now.
Yes,
it already was.
Yeah, and it's better.
Yeah,
so cool.
But so, who do we think is Alexa going to feud with then next? I couldn't figure. I was trying to figure this out.
Naomi or Nikki.
Naomi is
I think
coming back
Nikki's-
from India.
Well, once Nikki and Natalya are done with their thing, because it might just be at the Rumble and that thing's done.
Yeah, but I don't know.
It might
I
be.
mean, I feel like things get stretched out a long time.
I mean,
on
it might
SmackDown,
go to
There are 3
Chamber.
more weeks of Total Divas before the mid-season finale, so perhaps Nikki and Natty's feud coincide with that.
Maybe it could.
I'm trying to think.
And then they
Would
take
be
a
the first time.
and then
That's all I'm saying.
they take a few months off, and then when Total Divas comes back, the feud restarts. One piece of news and gossip that we do have to say before we get to our final little bit that Christy apparently has for us.
Oh, right.
We lost a wrestling legend over the last couple days. Superfly Jimmy Snuka has passed away. Obviously Hall of Famer, legendary, groundbreaking as far as high-flying wrestling goes. Obviously the last couple years with the news and stuff of his trial back from the 80s brought back up, put a different light on him to the mainstream wrestling fans with social media and everything. But do you think, and the charges were dropped 2 weeks ago, so just before he passed away, do you think WWE would, they did a nice tribute on Raw, but we didn't really have anything at all on SmackDown? Do you think that they did the right amount of a tribute for him? Do you think they should have done more? Do you think they should have done less?
We have to keep in mind also that he was part of the lawsuit against WWE.
True.
And I haven't honestly seen the Raw thing yet because I haven't watched Raw yet this week. I definitely will.
It was good.
I like the tribute they did on Raw.
But I think there's a lot of people, and Ryan Satin, we were talking about this on Monday on Lillian's show, and that there's a lot of people who there would be backlash if you maybe praise him too much, or not that he doesn't deserve it, but there are a lot of people who would say hey, wait, what about all this other stuff? So I can understand why WWE is treading lightly here.
Yeah, you got to acknowledge the performer. You know,
Yes.
it's not necessarily the person. I mean, they did the same thing with China, where it was a mild tribute.
Yes.
You know,
Yeah,
they
they
do the video package, and they do the showcasing the tweets and stuff that other superstars talk about them. And you give that. You give that for the casual fan that may not know all this other stuff. They just know the performer and want to remember and want to enjoy that. And you got to give that out there. And all the other layered stuff, it's go back, watch the matches, remember how you want to remember, and you have the choice to move on or not. They just have to do enough.
Tom?
Yeah, I mean, I think what they did was good enough. I mean,
Okay.
Maybe they'll do something else, but I think Raw was kind of it.
Jimmy Uso, I believe it was, also did a little tribute at a live show.
At a live show,
he did the splash. And,
yeah. Jimbo, what do you think? No Jimbo.
I didn't see.
there
I
it
was
is.
gonna say, is he on his way here already?
I didn't see Raw,
Okay.
so I don't know what the package was like. But they're usually really good about those packages. But I agree with you. The brought up of his court case and all that, and the limelight again. They kind of have to take the back seat, similar to the China situation. So
Gotcha.
it's just a shitty gray area. But I did meet Jimmy Snuka at a show that I did years ago up north, and he was super nice and such a cool guy. It was an awesome experience.
Yeah, Jake the Snake tweeted and called him just the sweetest man.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, our thoughts are with the Snuka family, Tamina, Sim.
What I
You can't name them all.
No,
That's
I'm-
impossible.
I just said Tamina and Sim and the rest.
Okay.
I really wonder if this will make them want to pull the trigger and finally do something with his daughter. And
Is
not
she-
just
is she
bring her
still-
up
is she
again.
healthy?
She's on her way back. She's been training for a few months, and she has said, I feel like she was right on the brink of coming back.
Okay.
Because every time they're like, "Oh, you're gonna be the enforcer." Well, we don't know. No, you'll be the enforcer.
Yeah.
We don't know. So hopefully they finally, even if it's her beating up that guy like she did on Total Divas.
Yes! Don't talk smack to Tamina in a bar, hey.
All right, so we're gonna end the show tonight with something from Christy here.
Yay! Okay, so, as I said earlier, when you're... No, I'll wait till after. Okay, I have Christmas presents for everyone. It is January 17th, and I can't even barely remember whose is whose now. I believe that's yours,
Okay.
and this is for Scott.
Oh boy,
And I have
burritos.
one for, I know, right?
These are some big ass burritos.
And I have one for Jimbo. I don't know if you can make it in here or not, Jimbo.
Just a cloud of
I'll wait.
smoke.
I'll wait.
All right,
I don't know if I can make it.
Jimbo will wait.
I can always open it for you.
After weeks of doing this, Jim was like, I'm tired.
He's like,
I'll
he's
get
over
later.
it. He's over
Yeah,
it.
we felt odd because last week was like the first week in what felt like forever that we weren't opening presents. So we're like, this is a new. Forget Christian's Closet. The weekly segment is going to be open presents.
And in my defense, they were only going to be 2.5 weeks late, but Tom wasn't here last week, so
Okay,
I didn't want to ruin the surprise,
It's
guys.
okay. I was like, I'm glad I wasn't here last week. I didn't get
Scott, go first.
I'll go. I hope it's chicken.
It
I'll set up
smells
for
like it.
carnitas.
Did you guys watch the UK tournament or no?
I haven't watched it all yet.
Yeah.
I have a feeling where this is going.
I love it.
I think I know exactly where
No,
this is
I
going.
just figured Scott's like the one who would actually wear it.
Oh, I was
It'd be
saying-
happy if you guys.
I was thinking
if
you
one
got
guys
all of us
wear
this
it.
Nikki Bella shirt.
I stay fear.
Listen, I already
But
have
now
John
I
Cena shirts.
He's
Might
the
as
most
well have
loyal.
Nikki Bella shirts.
I shall stay fearless now.
That's right.
Tom, go for
Okay.
it.
Thank you. We run it. We rule.
I knew it. I knew it. I'm not even
Don't get too
building it up.
cocky.
No,
Don't
I'm not
get
building
too
it up. I'm
cocky.
opening it up
Maybe
now.
it's one of your shirts.
That would be
Rosenberg.
hilarious, and I need another one. And yep, we all stay fearless.
Yay! You know what I realized in trying to shop for presents for you guys was that even though I sit and listen to you talk about wrestling for an hour every week, I still barely have any idea who you like and don't like. And they say men don't listen. So
Wow.
you know when your gifts are coming 3.5 weeks late and they're Nikki Bella merch that you've gotten a gift from Christy Olson.
Hey, all I know is when I wear this, you can look, but you cannot touch.
That's right.
Oh, you can-
That's right.
You can touch me.
And also, I would like to point out that Jimbo's package is not a burrito, so clearly he didn't get a Stare Fearless
I
shirt.
have a feeling it's still the Bellas though.
Yay! It is the Bella's Battle Pack.
Whoa, does that come with a picnic tablecloth? What is that?
It's a cape
Oh, okay.
Cape.
or a sarong
It's
of
like
some sort.
her
Oh, no.
butt cape that
Oh,
she
no,
wears
that-
around her
that was
waist.
her flannel.
Breeze, yeah,
Oh, that's right. Oh,
Breeze
Breeze flannel. That's what it is. Yes, I can only hope that this will be re-gifted back to me at some point in time.
I was gonna
That's
open
what
it,
she.
but now I can't.
That's what she's hoping. She's hoping that we just end up giving these back to her, so she just has a pile of Nikki
No,
Bella
I
shirts.
want you to
Too late.
cut it in a tank top and represent.
Too late, it's
Rosenberg.
mine.
I don't know about the tank top, but I will definitely wear it. Thank you, Christy.
Yeah, thank you.
All right, so let's wrap up this show. Scott Narver, how can people reach out to you? And tell them about Utah.
Yes, it's one of the states in the United States of America. I don't know when it was acquired. Maybe in the Louisiana Purchase.
What are you doing in Utah, Scott?
Well, you can find me on social media, and yes, I'll be in Utah. I'll be in Park City, Utah this upcoming week. The world premiere of Dave Made a Maze will be at Slam Dance Film Festival.
Woo!
That's a movie that I was in. The co-host of Curtain Jerks for many a year, Steve Sears, co-wrote it. I'm in it, along with many other talented people, but why you may care, John Morrison, Johnny Mundo, Johnny Nitro is also in it. So it's wrestling themed, so you're happy now. And then also check out youtube.com/onyourmarkshow. Coming out tomorrow morning will be a teaser for season 2 and the release date of all the guests and when it's coming out. So check that out.
Yeah.
Tom.
Yeah, you can find me on Twitter and Instagram at TomMcCom. Start another 6-week challenge, so I'm gonna win this one.
You better.
Yeah.
You're fearless
I
now.
am, yeah.
Yeah,
I'm gonna wear
you
this
gotta
to
wear
work out.
that. Christy.
I'll wear it. I don't
Guys,
care.
we got Rocky Romero on X-Pac 12360
Yeah.
tomorrow. What else do I want to plug? Kurt Angle was on Lillian Garcia making their way to the ring. Check that out on AfterBuzz TV. And join me for Total Divas tomorrow. We have a good time. We have a good time. Just try it. You'll like it.
Hey, Jimbo, plug yourself.
Follow me on Twitter at Jimbo in the Booth. I'll be on Xbox 12360 tomorrow with Christy.
Yeah.
There you go. And you can follow me on Twitter at Will Rosenberg, Instagram, The Will Rosenberg, ProWrestlingTees.com/Christian Rosenberg. This Sunday in Victorville, California, Alpha Omega Wrestling is back for Unleashed 6, their biggest show of the year. Mike Knox is there. I'm calling out one Mr. Ron Kilborn. It's going to be quite interesting. And February 8th, Westside Comedy Theater, the MI Theater in Santa Monica. Cut That Promo returns with guest Paul London. Buy your tickets now at westsidecomedy.com. And for all your other AfterBuzz TV news and gossip, follow him on Twitter at AfterBuzz TV. Thanks so much for tuning in this week. For Scott Narver, Tom Connolly, Christy Olson, and Jimbo in the Booth, I'm Christian Rosenberg. We stay fearless.
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.